Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about AWS S3 versioning. So AWS S3 versioning is basically used to keep multiple versions of an object in one bucket. Like if you are uploading a file and you make some changes and upload the same file again, the AWS maintains different versions of the same file. So it helps you to protect from the consequences of unintended overwrites and deletions. Suppose like you unintentionally accidentally overwrite an existing file with some changes, and now you want to undo those changes, like you want to get back to the restore your previous version. So if you have enabled versioning in your S3, AWS basically maintains all the versions of your file so that you can get back to previous versions. And if even if you delete a file from AWS S3, you can still restore the file if you have enabled AWS versioning. I'll show you how to do that when we get to the demo part. Okay. So by default, versioning is disabled for S3. So you have to explicitly enable versioning either while creating the bucket or even after creating the bucket, you can enable versioning. So version ID is basically generated by S3 automatically. Like you cannot manually specify the version ID of a file. Okay, so this is how the format of version looks like. I'll show you the version IDs, like how it is generated when we get to the demo part. So this is a brief introduction to AWS S3 versioning. It's very useful to have, to maintain different versions of your file and to avoid unintended deletes and overrides, etc. So with that overview, let's get to a demo and see how AWS versioning actually works. Let me go to my S3 console. So this is the AWS S3 bucket that I have already created. So to enable versioning, click on properties here. In the properties, you can see there is versioning property here. So by default, it is disabled. I had not enabled the versioning while creating the bucket. So by default, the versioning is disabled for the bucket. So to enable versioning, click on versioning here and click on enable versioning. So whatever files you had uploaded prior to enabling versioning won't have the version IDs. It will have null as it's as its version ID. Okay. So click on enable versioning and click on save. So if you see now, versioning is enabled for my bucket. So versioning is basically enabled at bucket level, which means that if you enable versioning for this bucket, it is enabled only in this bucket and not at your account level. Okay. If you want to enable versioning for some other bucket, you have to do it explicitly for that bucket as well. So now that I have my versioning enabled, let me go to over here. So now see if you will get this option hide and show if you have enabled the versioning. So if you want to see the different versions of the files, you click on show here. So this is the file that I have now, restaurant details.csv. So it has the version ID of null because I had uploaded this file before enabling versioning in my bucket. So now what I will do, I'll upload a file to my this bucket and I'll show you how actually versioning works. Okay, I'll click on upload and add files here. Okay, so I'll upload this photo of Sachin Tendulkar, which is like an old photo of him. So it's a JPEG image. So I'll just upload it here. Okay, click on upload. Okay, so now my image is uploaded. If you see here for this Sachin.jpg, we have a version ID. So this is because I have now enabled versioning. So every time I upload a file, it will have a version ID. So let me open this file. So if you see, this is the file that I have now as Sachin.jpg. So what I'll do next is I'll upload a file with same name Sachin.jpg, but a different pic. Okay, so it means that I am uploading a different version of this file. So let me upload a different file here. So I'll upload this pic now. So which is also Sachin.jpg. So let's see now how S3 maintains different versions of the same file. Okay, it has started to upload. Okay, so now my new image is uploaded. So now if I click on show here, it will show the different versions of this Sachin.jpg here. So if you see now, this is the older version that I had uploaded, and this is the latest version. So basically, S3 will maintain all the versions of file. Let me preview this file. Now, you click on open. Okay, so this is the latest version of the file that I have now. So basically, that's how you will have versions maintained in your S3 buckets for your files. So now, so by default, this will show you the latest version of the file. Now, suppose I delete this file. Okay, uh, let me delete this file. Okay, so now my file is deleted. Let me click on show here. So if you see this, this is a delete marker which is created with the version ID. So basically, whenever you delete a file which has versioning enabled, it will know the operation that in the backend what it does, it just creates a delete marker that file and it stops showing in your S3 bucket. So now what if I want to restore? What if I accidentally deleted this file and now I want to restore the file? So what I can do is I can just delete this delete marker. Okay, I'm not deleting the versions of a file. I'm just deleting the delete marker of that file. So by doing that, I actually restore the file in my S3 bucket. So I have deleted the delete marker. So now if I go to, if I click on hide here, if you see the file is back. So this is how by having versioning enabled in your bucket, you can actually avoid unintended deletes or unintended overrides. So even if like the new version that is there is not what you want and you want to go back to your previous version, you can always do that by restoring to an older version of the file. So yeah, that's the brief overview of how AWS S3 versioning works. It's a very useful feature in AWS S3. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about encryption in AWS S3 and how it is useful to protect your sensitive data. Thank you.